I have a translator.
We're hearing you. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our Hundoke morning devotion for today. My name is Dennis Salmon, the national leader of Jamaica. The host country today is the beautiful island of Barbados. I'd like to warmly welcome and greet our distinguished leaders, all our blessed families, and our brothers and sisters who join this morning devotion. I'd like to offer a special welcome to those who are joining us this morning devotion for the first time. I am very happy to be here with our holy community to begin this new day. May we together this morning inherit much blessings and good fortune through our experience today with our heavenly parents and our true parents and our beloved brothers and sisters. Please join me as we proceed. Please join me in the opening statement. Today is the 6th day in the 5th month by the heavenly calendar in the 10th year of Chanilgo, June 4th, 2022. This is the daily morning reading, Hundoke session number 365. We now offer our devotion for the victory of Vision 2027, united as a hopeful, holy community. Let us together, humble hearts, let us offer our greetings. Chonjiin, Champumoninke, Kyungbe, Pado. Please let us recite together the family pledge. Number 5. Our family, the honor of Chon Ilgo, pledges to strive every day to advance the unification of the spirit world and the physical world as subject and object partners by centering on true love. At this time, I'm very pleased to invite Mrs. Masako Phillips to offer the representative prayer. Please bow our hearts and join with Mrs. Masako Phillips today. Welcome, Mrs. Sister Masako.
Thank you. Our most beloved Heavenly Parent, good morning. True parents, good morning. Thank you for this new day. We greet you from bottom of our hearts. Thank you for giving us beautiful creation, everything. Heavenly Parent, when we think about your deep love to give us everything for us to live, to enjoy, and we are always amazed beauty of nature, your creation. And we feel so sorry because of a fall of man. We have kicked you out of everywhere. You had a no every parent. Thank you for not giving us up. And thank you for doing salvation behind the scenes of the history, sending us the Jesus and sending true parents on the earth, true father and true mother. This is a great news that returning Messiah came and he fulfilled, and he is in spirit world now. And your only begotten daughter is on the earth together with us and guiding us, helping us. And she determined to realize your kingdom substantially on the earth. How can we help true mother? How can we spread this great news to the people? Mother said we should teach. Let the Christians to know this great truth, divine principle. Heavenly Parent, you are God of all mankind, and you are the one terribly heartbroken of this situation of the world even today. So we humbly ask you that you may use us today to reach out your sons and daughters and to expand the foundation of a kingdom on the earth. Thank you for everything. I report all these things in my name, Reverend Peter Phillips, Masako Phillips, Blessed Central Family. Adieu.
Adieu. Adieu. Thank you so much, Sister Masako Phillips, for your beautiful prayer. At this time, we'd like to proceed with the reading today. Mrs. Cheryl Hamshaw, Sister Cheryl Hamshaw, will honor us today by doing the reading for us, the holy words for today. Welcome, Sister Cheryl.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you to Heavenly Parent and co-parents for allowing me to be reading today. Our future path. Respected guests from home and abroad, beloved blessed families throughout the world, according to heavenly law, True Father will now make the spirit world his base and to carry out the providence to expand Channel Guk while freely traveling between the spiritual and physical worlds. True Father will come down to the physical world as the substantial being of the God of night and shall preside over the providence in a state of oneness of heart, body, harmony, and mind with True Mother, who shall continue to preside over the providence on earth as the substantial being of the God of day. Through the victory of Foundation Day, Father will be with you in building the original Garden of Eden on earth. There is no stopping heaven's providence. At this new transition point in this historic providence, I want to make clear that I have inherited True Father's victorious foundation and shall stand in the forefront to lead the providence on earth. In doing so, I would like to convey the following to everyone. First, we must absolutely value the tradition established by true parents as much as we value our own lives, and we need to pass this down to our descendants in future generations. True parents established the tradition of love and heart, the word and principles, the rules and regulations of our tradition, and the tradition of the culture of heart. The Hundak He tradition of reading the word, which is the crystallization of true parents' course in the providence of restoration through indemnity, has to become the central practice in each family, as well as in the churches and any gathering centered on heaven. At this time, we must go forward in building a new order on earth. Please always remember that the order and the tradition of organizations also have to form a perfect solidarity centering on the true family as Abel, who are in turn centered on true parents. Second, we must realize the ideal of a blessed family, which heaven has blessed us to be. The family is the cradle of true love, true life, and true lineage, and the basis for realizing the purpose God envisaged at the time of the creation. Based on the 8 verses of the family pledge, you need to uphold through absolute faith the tradition of maintaining the lineage of absolute goodness. Our vision for peace revolves around pure love, happy families, and a peaceful world. Children must be raised and nurtured with love and through the word within a tradition of conjugal oneness through parents who attend heaven with absolute love. Through Hundak He, you need to foster the firm establishment of the Chanukuk order in your families and fulfill the ideal of the blessing in which the tradition of heart can take root both vertically and horizontally under the standard of high known settlement. Third, you have all received the benefit of being tribal messiahs. You need to work to fulfill that mission and responsibility until the time Chanukuk is completed on earth. Tribal messiahship is the greatest of all blessings given to you by true parents. Fallen people could not be blessed and appointed tribal messiahs were it not for true parents' foundation of victory in the providence of restoration through indemnity. That is why true parents have consistently emphasized the tribal messiah mission during their lifelong governance of the providence. The physical and spiritual completion of Chanukuk on earth becomes possible when tribal messiahs fulfill their mission, conveying the word to each of their clans, officiating in the blessing of their clans, all the while practicing living for the sake of others. Your clans will thereby establish the sovereignty of goodness and realize a world of peace, one great human family. A victorious foundation established in each clan will automatically bring about the establishment of the Abel UN and complete the sovereignty of goodness. Fourth, all of us need to create a community based on the culture of heart and characterized by harmony and unity, centered on true parents and true family. Each of you, without exception, found the path of God's will because you were chosen by heaven based on the merits of your ancestors and because of your own character. You faced immeasurable persecution in order to follow true parents until entering this realm of victory today. That makes us all a part of a single family, a community of heart centered on the one true parents. Division and conflict continue to afflict the world. Yet, because we are one with true parents, the unification family can be brothers and sisters who easily transcend race, national borders, and any other barrier. If you can live an exemplary life of giving and living for the sake of others, this dream will surely come true, especially as we are in this time of great transition in the providence. I ask that you bear this in mind and engrave in your hearts that we must become one with true parents. Our resolution for the victory of Foundation Day. Respected, peace-loving leaders and beloved members of the Unification family, True Father is in the spirit world, is always with us, existing without corporeal form. He is at our side and will never leave us even for a moment. What do you think he desires from us at this time? It is to march forward without pausing. God's providence will continue until all people are sent to true parents and the culture of heart takes root, overflowing with love and peace, thereby establishing a new order. Let us advance further based on the victory of Foundation Day. The hope it brings is so big that it will continue far into the future. So let us instill this great hope in the world and offer great glory to heaven and to parents. Beloved members, I shall be faithful to True Father's life and tradition. He set the example for us and led by example his entire life, doing his absolute best to achieve victory in the providence. The requests I have conveyed to you today are True Father's last words as he was departing for the spirit world. I sincerely pray that you will engrave them deeply in your heart and that you will all become victorious. I pray that God's blessings and love will forever be with you, your families, and your nations. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Sister Cheryl Hamshaw, for your wonderful reading. As the reading progressed today, this one key point came to me. True Father says, being appointed a tribal Messiah is the greatest blessing. That was my key word today. That really struck me. We'd like to continue. I'm gonna ask that everyone please mute their microphones. Thank you. I'd like to now invite our brother, a dear brother, someone who I knew about from in the 1970s. But then I had the pleasure of meeting him in 1990. Reverend Peter Phillips, national leader of Barbados, a wonderful brother, a true champion, man of absolute faith, love and obedience.
Thank you, sir.
Come today to share with us words of inspiration and blessing. Reverend Phillips, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much, my brother. Good morning, everyone. Firstly, I want to thank our Heavenly True Parent and our true parents for giving us the opportunity this morning to be here. I want to thank you, Brother Simon, at short notice for being our MC, for the prayer from my lovely wife, and that beautiful reading by Sister Cheryl Hamshaw. Greetings to all national leaders, coordinator director, regional director, brothers and sisters around the region. Thank you all very much. This morning, I want to read a few words and excerpt from a speech our father would have given back in 1978, April the 2nd, Time and Our Destiny Relationship. Everyone is born as a baby. Everyone goes through childhood, becomes a young adult, and then an adult. This is true for the nation and as well as individuals, and is also true for the Unification Church. What are the criteria? What are the criteria for judging which individual, nation, and church has acquired great status during the course of its existence? Whether in the case of an individual, a nation, or a church, the first thing needed is a clear-cut goal, because without it, time is always wasted in meaningless wandering. In college, a person decides what subject he is going to major in, for without having this objective, his 4 years will be wasted. Come on. Once you complete elementary school, you have a chance. Oh, man. Sorry for some confusion here. Once you finish elementary school, you have a chance to go to the higher secondary school. The higher school, oh man. What's the problem? Let's see again. Oh man. Excuse me a minute, please. Okay, here you go again. Once you complete elementary school, you have a chance to go to junior high school and to go on to higher education. Normally, about 21 years are needed to get a PhD. 6 years in elementary school, 6 years in high school, 4 years in college, 2 years for a master's degree, and 3 years for a PhD. That is a long time to invest in study. But depending on how much goal-oriented effort you invest, you can economize on precious time and still accomplish the same thing. Some individuals can accomplish the same task in 18 years, or some in 15 years, even 10 years. It all depends on the individual's determination and effort. The most important thing is that you are the one to conquer time instead of time wasting. Time is needed in order to reach a certain goal. And like a container, this time should be filled with effort. Time becomes purposeful when you fill it with energy and effort. Truly invest in your heart and soul. Where do you find the motivation and energy to put your heart and soul into that time? There are two sources of motivation and energy. Energy, external pressure, will inspire you to do certain things, or internal burning zeal and realization will push you to the goal. Which one is the most effective? Indeed, the internal realization is the most important. Once you have this zeal inside, then you don't need anything else. You will move towards the goal regardless. But life is not fair. Everyone experiences a lot of unfairness in life at one point or another. Whether you're a member of a Unification Church or an outsider, people are placed in our lives for one reason or another. When their mission is over, either they move on or you move on. So thank Heavenly Parent for every experience we encounter. But what is right is known to you, to your mind, your conscience. No matter how much unfairness we got, how many times we were disgraced, how many times we were denied what was due to us. What is important is how we react at that time. How many times have we point fingers at our leaders, safety figures, and even managers, and even brothers and sisters without realizing that no matter what we go through in life, in our lives, we have a responsibility to Heavenly Parent and our true parents. We must learn to let go and let God. Life is filled with challenges. What others think about you is none of your business. But how you react and respond becomes your responsibility. Nobody can make you do anything that you don't want to do. Therefore, stop whining and whimpering about the things we have no control over, and heed these words in asking our Heavenly Parent to grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and wisdom to know the difference. Life's unfairness does not give us the license to walk the wrong path. After all, life is too short to hold grudges, which is a waste of time. Therefore, laugh when you can and apologize when you should, and let go of what you cannot change. True love is a remedy for all life problems. Always remember, life may be tough at a point, but destiny is not created by the shoes we wear, but by the steps we take. That is why it is so important, as members of this wonderful organization, we take our true mother's words to heart. We delve our heads into sorrow and expecting pity from others. But does that help us? People may walk the journey with us, but they can never walk the destiny. That is yours and yours only. All of us at some point have lost a loved one, whether it be a husband, a wife, child, or parent, and we become sorrowful. This is a reality. However, as we would realize through the teachings of the divine principle, that death is not the end, but the transition to another life, the spirit world or the spirit realm or the world of love. As you know about the three words in which we live, it means that we must prepare for that destination and let go of sorrow. If I allow bitterness and resentment to fester inside, my relationship will be guarded and unsatisfied. The more I close to others, the more I become a stranger to myself. By letting go of sorrow and negativity, I can keep my nature open and loving. Remember, remaining open to life, with its constant adventures and opportunities to grow, is the only way to reach my potential. These words came on the backbone of my tendering my retirement papers to the institution where I spent 29 years driving the ambulance, taking care of the sick and the injured, arguing with supervisors, chastising and being chastised, happy at times and sad at times. Then it happened. My conscience became my guide. When I remember our true mother's words, live for the sake of others. And what does it really mean? Humbling myself, thinking less about myself and more for others. In this life of faith, blaming others or criticizing doesn't help. Most importantly, taking responsibility for our actions, our lives, and our situation, walking the talk, having high no standards. When I think of our true father's attitude to his persecutors, the times he was unjustly in prison, and yet still being able to forgive and love, have such an impact on my heart. When I call to mind his poem, Crown of Glory. When I doubt people, I feel pain. When I judge people, it is unbearable. When I hate people, there is no value to my existence. Yet, if I believe, I am deceived. If I love, I am betrayed. Suffering and grieving tonight, my head is in my hands. Am I wrong? Yes, I am wrong. Even though we are deceived, still believe. Though we are betrayed, still forgive. Love completely. Even those who hate you. Wipe your tears away and welcome with a smile. Those who know nothing but deceit, and those who betray without regret. Master, the pain of loving, look at my hands. Place your hand on my chest. My heart is bursting, says agony. But when I love those who acted against me, I brought victory. If you have done the same thing, I will give you the crown of glory. Thank you. May the love and heart of our heavenly parent and the guidance of our beloved true parents rest and remain with you now and evermore. Live and let live. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Reverend Peter Phillips, for such inspiring words, so much content. We have a lot, you gave us a lot to reflect on. We thank you. Thank you. Before we pray together, I'd just like to take the time to thank everyone who have joined this meeting. I especially like to thank Mr. Eliezer, who has 365 days of unbroken hundak. That's a great achievement. Please, everyone, please continue to join for the next 365 days. Make it our best effort. Thank you to everyone again. Thank you, Mr. Eliezer. Thank you today I'd like to express appreciation for our translator today, Mr. Huema. Thank you very much. It is always such a pleasure to see everyone in the morning. Let us now do our individual prayers. Drew, thank you. I pray that our hearts have been lifted up today. We are inspired to begin the new day. Thanks, special thanks once again to the holy community of Barbados. Thank you. Thanks once again to our interpreter. Thank you, Mr. Eliezer, for your great work. We look forward to all of us joining for the next 365 days. Thank you. Please be blessed, everyone. We wish you victory in your missions. Thank you.
Hermanos, hermanas, muchísimas gracias por unirse todos los días a la sesión del mundo que matutino. Les recordamos que pronto juntos por eso pronto vamos a. Muchas gracias. Nos vemos mañana.
Muchas gracias. Buenos días.
Great. Great. Nice. Standing first.
오늘도 화이팅! I love you.
Thank you.
아.
Ok, queridos hermanos, nos vemos mañana.
Thank you, Elisa.
Thank you, Mr. Simon. Very good. The handshow. Thank you.
Thank you too. Have a nice week and
오늘도 화이팅! Thank you.
Thank you all so much for attending. Have a blessed day.
Oh, hermano cariño, ¿cuánto tiempo?
Buenos días.
Días.
Buenos días. Good morning.
Buenos días. Qué bueno que cumplimos un año.
How are you?
Continental,
Sí, ánimo para el próximo año.
Continental Director this one here.
Okay.
Gracias, Dimo.
Goodbye, señor Eliezer.
Gracias.
Morning.
Thank you again so much, my brother Dennis. I really appreciate it very much. I'm sure. Enjoy your day.
Hi, Alida. How are you, Edith?
And good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Little sister, how are you?
Fine. And
Great.
you?
I am fine, thank you. Nice to see you again.
Always.
Bye.
Focus on.
Lal. Thank you.
Nos vemos mañana porque porque los extrañamos. Nos vemos mañana because
Okay.
you, all of you, let's meet tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day and be safe.
Okay.
Bye.